graders, and welcome to your video session 4.3.3, Accurately Measuring with a Protractor. I want you to get out a protractor and I want you to open up in your student math activity book to page 220. 220, and we are going to look at problem number 3. Problem number 3. I am curious what you got as that answer. Now, what do you think the measurement is of problem number 3? What do you think the correct measurement is for this angle? Now, some of you say, well, I think it's 60 degrees because it's an acute angle, and so 120 degrees doesn't make any sense. Some of you may say, well, I think it's 120 degrees because all of the other angles that we've measured on pages 219 and 220, it was the top number that was the correct measurement. So it seemed like this one should be it too. Some of you may say, you know what, I'm confused by this one because this angle is going a completely different direction than problems 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this angle, as we can see, is an acute angle. And even though it is measuring this way versus measuring that way, it's still an acute angle. And when we use our protractor, like we learned in the last session, we want to put our vertex right here in the center point. And we want to make sure that our bottom ray is lined up with our baseline right here on our protractor. And knowing that this is an acute angle, we know that it has to measure less than 90 degrees. So I see that this ray goes through 60 degrees and 120 degrees. And like I said, an acute angle has to be less than 90 degrees. So we know the correct measurement for this angle is 60 degrees. Now, you have measured quite a few angles over the last few sessions. Some of them have been in our polygon shapes and some not. Let's take a few minutes and look at a list of what you need to remember in order to measure correctly and accurately using a protractor. All right, measuring accurately with a protractor. You want to make certain that everything, the center mark, the baseline, and the bottom ray is lined up correctly. You also want to make sure that you determine where the other ray crosses the curved part of the protractor. You want to make sure you read the number of degrees marked at this point where the ray crosses. And then the final part is you must reason of whether the number of degrees in the angle is greater than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees. These are 4 steps that you want to remember when you are measuring with a protractor so that you can get the correct and the accurate measurement. All right, 4th graders, that is it for now, but I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.